Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn lesson number 18, ecosystem. Ecosystem means the interrelationship between biotic and abiotic components. Here, certain things are given which we have to we have to classify into biotic and abiotic things. Sunlight, abiotic, sunflower biotic, elephant biotic, lotus, algae biotic, stone is abiotic, then grass is again biotic, water abiotic, ant biotic, soil abiotic, cat, fern biotic, air abiotic, and lion biotic. So we can observe that ecosystem is the thing where biotic and abiotic things are there and a interrelationship is there. Without biotic and abiotic things, ecosystem is not possible. So the world around us is made up of living and non-living factors. Living are called biotic factors and non-living are called abiotic factors. Here a chart is given where certain biotic and abiotic things are given. Let's see. Ecosystem is divided into two types. The first one is abiotic factor. It includes physical and chemical factors. Physical factors such as air, water vapor, mineral, soil, sunlight, etc. And chemical factor includes organic and inorganic factors. So inorganic factors, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, potassium, sodium, these elements are included. And in organic proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, all these things are included in organic substances. Now, the second factor of ecosystem, that is biotic, it includes autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic means the plants which prepare their food, they are known as producers. Heterotrophic means the animals which are depend on plants for their food. They are of two types, consumers and decomposers. Decomposers means microbes which digest the complex food, and consumers means animals. That means primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. They depend on each other. Now, organic substances, inorganic substances we have seen. Now, here we need to know about the structure of ecosystem. So, here living organism need different types of abiotic factors, and they have different capacities to adopt the abiotic factors. Some microbes need oxygen, some microbes doesn't need oxygen. Some of the plants need more sunlight, while some of the plants doesn't need more sunlight. They can grow in shade. So each and every abiotic factor and biotic factor affects on ecosystem. So the abiotic factor of an ecosystem is decide which biotic factor will survive in it and what will be their number. The proportion of abiotic factor in an ecosystem is always changing as biotic factor use or excrete abiotic factor. So every biotic factor affects abiotic factor as well as other biotic factors around it. Every living organism is in an ecosystem plays a particular role. That means it can play the role of producer or consumer or decomposer. So every biotic factor has its own role in ecosystem. The position of any living organism in contrast to other living organism and the role it is playing is called as niche. Niche means the living organism which plays its role in an ecosystem is called niche. The position of living organism in the ecosystem is called niche. So sunflower plant in a garden involves oxygen in the air, and provides food and shelter for insect and ants as well as for honeybees. So a good example is given here in the diagram where we can see the importance or the role of every living organism in an ecosystem. Now, most of the ecosystems are complex. That means there is a tremendous quantitative and qualitative variety of specimen in them. So the world itself, the earth itself, is a complex ecosystem. So many huge amount of living and non-living things are included in it. In ecosystems of tropical countries like India, few species of living organisms are found everywhere in large number. Remaining species of plants and animals are found in small number. So some species are very few, but some species are very large. So variety of ecosystem is found on the earth. Each place has different ecosystem. That means aquatic ecosystem is different, forest ecosystem is different, pond is an ecosystem, ocean, rivers are the ecosystems. Types of ecosystems are found on the earth, which differs from size, place, climate, types, etc. etc. So many types of ecosystem are found on this biosphere. Biosphere means it is the sphere including biotic things. So their specific functions continue according to their environment. Though these ecosystems look independent and different, they are linked to each other directly or indirectly. Therefore, we cannot separate this small ecosystem from each other. In some region of the earth, large area has climate and abiotic factors. Living organisms in those areas are also similar. Specific ecosystem developers in vast area. Such large ecosystems are called biomes. Biomes means large ecosystems, biomes. These biomes contain many small ecosystems. Earth itself is a vast ecosystem. Two types of biomes are found on the earth: land biomes, aquatic biome. Land biome means land ecosystem, and aquatic biomes are seen in ocean, so aquatic biome. Now looking back, one information is given here. So while looking back, new words are created with the development in science. Same is the case with the word ecosystem. How can we describe interrelationship between physical and biological factors in one word? In one word, in 1930, this question was asked by a scientist, Ray Clapham. Ecosystem, he answered. His colleagues, A.G. Tansel, used this word in 1935. Biotic community is another word, name for the ecosystem. So, first ecosystem was known as biotic community, then it is called the ecosystem. So ecosystem is the name which is given by Ray Clapham in 1930. Now land biomes and aquatic biomes we have to learn here. So the first is land biome. Here in land biome certain types are given. So let's see one by one. Land biomes. The biomes which exist only on land are called land biomes. Due to unequal distribution of biotic factors, different types of ecosystems are exist. That means grassland, evergreen forest, deserts, iceland ecosystem. So ecosystem in taiga, as you know about taiga, you learned taiga in geography. So taiga, tropical rainforest ecosystem. So all these are the ecosystems which are seen on land. So they are known as land biome. So let's see one by one. The first one is grassland ecosystem. Grassland develops where rainfall is not enough to grow big trees. Vast growth grass is found in these ecosystems. Longer summer and limited rainfall is seen. So dwarf plants are there in that areas. Animals like goat, sheep, which are grown on or which graze on that grass. So like animals like goat, sheep, giraffe, zebra, elephant, deer, chital, tiger, lion, etc. are found in grassland ecosystem. Similarly, various birds like birds, insects, microbes are also seen in grassland ecosystem. Here a picture is shown about grassland ecosystem here. Now a good chart is given about grassland ecosystem. Let's see producers in grassland ecosystem. Parthenium. Parthenium means grass, a type of grass. Sandon, kusli, all these are the grass. Here primary producers, they are known as, all grasses are known as producers. Now primary consumer, which feed on that grass, known as primary consumers, such as cow, deer, rabbit. So they are known as primary consumer. Now again some animals are there which grow on primary consumer, they are known as secondary consumer. So snake, birds, jackals, wolf are secondary consumers. And now tertiary consumers are depend on secondary consumers. So it includes a lion, hyena, vulture, kite, etc. And decomposers are depend on all these producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumer. They are known as fusarium, asparagus, aspergillus. That means all type of viruses, bacteria and fungus. Now one more information is given here.